Welcome back. Now that we understand database types, let's answer an important question. What does a cloud engineer actually do with databases? The answer is surprisingly simple. Most cloud engineers are not responsible for designing tables or writing complex queries. Their primary responsibility is deploying databases, configuring databases, securing databases, scaling databases, backing up databases. Let's explore how. 3 ways to deploy databases. Organizations generally use one of 3 approaches. Option 1: on-premises databases. In this model, the company owns servers. The company owns storage. The company manages infrastructure. Everything runs in the organization's data center. Advantages: check mark button maximum control. Check mark button maximum security. Disadvantages: cross mark high maintenance. Cross mark high operational cost. Common in banking, government, defense organizations. Option 2: self-hosted databases in the cloud. In this approach, the cloud provider supplies virtual machines. The organization installs the database. Example: a cloud engineer creates a VM and manually installs PostgreSQL. Advantages: check mark button greater flexibility. Check mark button infrastructure scalability. Check mark button lower cost than on-premises. Disadvantages: cross-mark database maintenance remains the organization's responsibility. Cloud teams must handle upgrades, patching, availability, monitoring. Option 3: managed database services. This is the most common modern approach. The cloud provider manages installation, upgrades, backups, security patches, maintenance. Examples: Google Cloud, Cloud SQL, LADB, AWS, RDS, Aurora, Azure. Azure Database Services. Advantages: check mark button minimal maintenance. Check mark button managed backups. Check mark button automatic updates. Check mark button high availability. This is why many organizations now prefer managed services. Database security best practices. Security is one of the most important responsibilities of cloud engineers. Whenever possible, use private IP addresses. Database instances should not be exposed to the internet. Instead, plain text. 1. Application. 2. 3. Private network. 4. 5. Database. Show more lines. This greatly reduces attack surfaces. Restrict network access. Only authorized applications should connect to databases. Examples: check mark button backend server access. Check mark button internal services access. Cross mark public internet access. Enable high availability. Production databases should run across multiple availability zones. Benefits: better resilience, reduced downtime, faster recovery. Common cloud engineer tasks. A cloud engineer typically performs activities such as database provisioning, create database instances, user management, grant access to developers and applications, monitoring, track CPU usage, memory, storage consumption, scaling, adjust resources as demand grows, backup and recovery, protect business-critical data, database migration, move data between environments, import and export operations. One common cloud engineering activity is database migration. Example: a bug exists in production. Developers want a similar testing environment. Cloud engineers can export production data, import testing environment. This allows teams to investigate issues safely without affecting production users. Why managed databases are growing. Today, organizations increasingly choose managed database services because they reduce operational effort, improve reliability, provide automated backups, handle software updates. A small cloud team can manage large database environments efficiently. This is one of the biggest reasons cloud adoption continues to grow. Conclusion: let's recap. Cloud engineers are primarily responsible for check mark button deploying databases, check mark button securing databases, check mark button managing access, check mark button monitoring performance, check mark button backup and recovery, check mark button scaling infrastructure, Modern organizations increasingly prefer managed database services because they reduce complexity while improving reliability and operational efficiency.